What is Elementor? So if you've been looking to build your own website, and especially if you've been around the WordPress community for a minute, then you've probably heard of Elementor. In fact, it's one of the most popular plugins of all time. It's got over 5 million users. So it's very, very popular, and a lot of people use it to build websites for themselves, for clients, and for just about every type of website there is. And the basic idea of Elementor is that it is a drag and drop page builder. So you can see here in the demonstration, there are all these different things that you can, just a lot of little templates that you can drag and drop all over your page. And so you can basically have the power of being sort of a designer without having to know how to do any design. And because Elementor is so popular, there are tons of plugins that are built to use with it, and there are so many templates out there for free. There are some that are paid. There are companies that specialize entirely in just WordPress development for clients, for themselves. They're building plugins, they're building all these different things. So WordPress or Elementor is very popular, and if you're building your website on WordPress, then you should probably go with Elementor. It's the most supported plugin for building pages. And in a moment, I'll show you a quick example of how to use Elementor, but you can see here that they have tons of pre-made designs built by professional designers. They also do offer hosting as well, so that's something you can check out. I'll put an affiliate link to it in the description below if that's something that you think would be a good fit for you and your business. But it's mostly a live drag and drop editor. So there's all these different built-in components with Elementor, like basically anything that you could think of that would need to be on a website is already built in with pre-made templates and features, and it looks great. So let me show you an example of Elementor in action on a real WordPress website. So if you're used to using WordPress and you've got your site set up like this, then you might see this is the normal Gutenberg block editor, which is the most modern version of the WordPress editor. And here is where you type things. And if you're used to using this block editor, then you are familiar with things like being able to put, let's say, an image here. And unlike the drag and drop nature of Elementor, which you're going to see in a moment, the blocks are, well, they're blocks. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but you have to move them up sort of manually and have them in a certain row. But let's check this page out in Elementor, and we'll see how they are slightly different. So all you have to do to use Elementor once you have it installed is just click Edit with Elementor, and this is a setting that it's going to be per page or post. You can use Elementor to do many different things. You can use it to design the whole theme of your website, or you can let your theme do that and don't let Elementor do it. And Elementor can help you build specific posts and pages. In this example, that's what we're doing. So my theme is not Elementor. I'm just using it as a page builder to make this particular post look better. So here you have some of the basic features, and you can see there are things like a video, and you can drag and drop there, and then it has custom settings for each of these elements, and that's why it's called Elementor, because all of these things are considered elements. If you wanted to put an image there, and then of course if you want to move them, you can drag and drop them instead of that other mechanism. But the thing that is great about Elementor is that it's so customizable. There are so many options. If you're a beginner, this could be a little bit overwhelming, but once you spend a little bit of time learning how the basics work, then you're going to feel really empowered by using Elementor, because it allows you to do so many cool things, design things that look amazing without having to know much about design. So if you're advanced, there are some incredible features that drew me to Elementor, which are the ability to do custom queries. So that's, again, it's kind of an advanced concept, but you can pull in dynamic data through Elementor. So that's one of the most useful advanced features, and if you want to know more about that, you can check out other videos. But the basic thing that most people are going to use Elementor for is this drag and drop feature. And then once you have this, you just save it, and then you can preview it, and you can see that now this post has whatever you put into Elementor. And that's it. That's the basic intro to Elementor. You can do so many things with it. You can build pop-ups, you can build landing pages, you can build entire kits, they're called. Will let you can download custom kits. So let's say, for example, that you have a restaurant. There are kits available for restaurants to just click one button and it will download all of these custom elements that are, pre-designed by professional designers to look great. And then you can just go in and edit all of the templates in that kit. You can add these components like you can see on the screen, just dragging and dropping. Again, Elementor is so popular that it plugs into just about everything in WordPress. Almost everything has some sort of plugin to make it work with Elementor. It's very well supported. Also, the company is really proactive. They're constantly coming up with updates and upgrades and designs. And so I would highly recommend you use Elementor if you're into WordPress and you want to up your game in building pages. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them in the comment section below. And if you found it useful, please hit the like button and maybe subscribe. Finally, take a look at these videos that I linked here and check out the links in the description box below. I've put together some things that I think are particularly useful for what we covered in this video and for you in general. Some of them are affiliate links, so if you end up purchasing any products through them, I may receive a commission. Thank you so much for that support. It helps me to make more videos for you in the future. I hope you enjoy your Elementor journey.